The meaning that I take from the words FIU strong is to make sure that you present yourself to the utmost capability that you have in the society.
It's knowing that the work you do will impact others. It means reaching out and helping them as best as we can, however we can.
Well, FIU strong for me means the people who are here at FIU. I think that's what makes FIU strong.
Oh, when I arrived here, it was 1978. It seemed like a very small university compared to where I was coming from. There were 5 buildings on campus at that time: PC, DM, VH, OE, and the University House, as it was called.
I came in from Los Angeles and was living up in Coral Springs. So to begin with, I had to do the trek down, and I ran into the first and more interesting things about Miami is that Miami has 3 names for every street. And so I didn't realize that Tamiami Trail, 8th Street, and Calle Ocho was the same road.
One of the things which stands out in my mind, so far as those first days were concerned, were how close-knit the people were. I mean, everybody was talking to everybody knew everybody, because there were no computers, so everybody was on campus and not working with the emails all the time.
My first day as an FIU employee was probably one of the most nervous days of my life. I was 24 years old. I had finished my master's degree. Before that, I was a teaching assistant in the School of Hospitality. They said, "How'd you like to teach an intro accounting class?" I said, "Sure." I showed up my first day of work with a filled 4-inch binder filled with materials to share what I knew about hospitality accounting with my students. Today, I still teach that class. I go in with a 2x4 index card.
No one should be surprised to the fact that FIU is truly a family, and like a family, they do come together when there is a crisis. And the proof is in the pudding, because when we had Hurricane Irma, everybody got together.
We're just a university that believes that we're part of the community. This university would have not grown to be the 4th largest university in this country if we didn't have the support of the community. So what else should we be doing in times of disasters than giving back to the community? Look, we have to take care of our geographical location here to get this university back up and running. But any excess capacity that we have to support people who are sheltering before disasters like Monroe County, special need or general population, or to host and shelter people from the Virgin Islands, or to provide other services for the area hospitals or Miami-Dade County or Sweetwater, that's just who we are.
Obviously, FIU is very committed and passionate, and we are a solution center for everyone, not only for here in Miami, but also for our neighbors. And the proof is what we have done and continue to do for Puerto Rico and for Puerto Rican students. There was one student from Puerto Rico that came to us, and she had no housing at all. And because of the efforts that we made, that girl was able to actually stay here. It was truly very telling to the strength that our family, our FIU family has.
One of the recent issues that has come to light are the issues with the DACA students. And we have shown that we're there for them. We were the first university to provide for the DACA students the waiver of the out-of-state tuition so that they could come to the university. And obviously we have the largest community in Florida for DACA students, but we're there for them, and they know that. It says who we are and who we are here to serve.
Fall 2017 was a tough one for computer science. In December, we lost one of our most prolific, hardworking, and just great guy. His name was Dr. Tao Li. He's a PhD in computer science. It was a typical day like any day. Dr. Towley and some other faculty were in the conference room, which must be 50 feet from my office. They were in a dissertation defense. And then maybe around 11 o'clock, one of the students who was attending the defense came out and said they had an emergency and they needed help. And I walked in and I saw Dr. Towley on the floor, and that was it. Like, I sort of knew right then that he was not in a good place. Within 20 minutes, paramedics were there, and they took Tao away to Kendall Regional. And this is another example of how we come together. We, the students, Towley's students, the faculty, the staff, we just automatically just got gathered, and we created this support staff at the hospitals. I know Kendall Regional was tired of kicking us out of the room. We were always there. There was always people there. We cooked, we brought food. We picked up his parents from the airport because they were in China at the time. And when they got there, then our main responsibility became making them feel comfortable, providing whatever services they needed, and letting them know that their son was not just here working. He had a family and he was loved, and that was very important to us. Every call that we made to HR, Trudy, she was there, to the provost's office, we didn't have to say many words. We just, this is happening and we need help. And everyone came to help. I'm sorry.
I think the defining moment for me of how FIU is really your family was when I got diagnosed with cancer about 2 years ago. And it was a very rough time in my life. I had just finished the coursework for my PhD, and I had just become a father the month before, so my daughter was 1 month old, and I went in for a regular checkup, and they told me, well, you need to cancel all your plans because you need to go to the hospital right now. So I was like, okay. And within a week, I found out I had cancer and what kind of cancer it was and everything, and FIU was amazing at all levels. My boss, amazing. My professors, they were so understanding, and the administration was amazing.
I used to joke that I wanted to run away to Key West to escape chemotherapy. The folks on the 8th floor of the library, one morning I walked in and they had all put mile markers on the cubicles from as you got off the elevator. There was mile marker 1, they started at Key Largo and you went. And so literally as I walked around the 8th floor, I was walking to Key West. It made what I was going through less painful because they learned to laugh with me. I learned to laugh with them.
To me, FIU Strong means that you're never alone. It means that no matter what you're going through and you feel like sharing it, there will be people there to support you.
FIU Strong to me means helping others. It means not only helping our students, which we do day to day, but helping our staff, our faculty, helping the members of our community build a stronger community.
And that's what we do every day. We make it possible for the American dream on a community that is primarily immigrant community, and we move them and we make a reality so they can live the American dream.